Yo, what up, Chad? It's your boy Beats, and I'm here to talk about the new Scourge League mechanic in Path of Exile. Super fun mechanic so far. I'm gonna break down just a couple things for you. First of all, when you first get in a map, you're gonna talk to somebody. Not a map, but when you first start in Act 1, rather, you're gonna talk to the NPC that's there. When you talk to him, to give you a little quest line, and what'll happen is you'll start killing mobs. Okay. Just like you normally would, and it's going to build up this meter. Once this meter hits half, you can actually activate it, okay? But you want to get it to full if you can, because the more juice you have, the longer you last inside of the Scourge. So it is kind of important that you do that. One thing, just a little pro tip, if you get in, you don't see any mobs inside once you hit this, I recommend just jumping out and killing more mobs until you find maybe like a pack of mobs, okay? A couple tips, when you get in there, stuff does hit you hard initially, right? Until you get gear, when you get in the maps, stuff's going to hit you hard. Even when you get gear maps, it's going to hit you hard, promise. It is pretty tough, so hopefully you played a pretty good starter build. It is pretty good, though. So what I want to break down for you is how it works. So again, this meter builds. You're going to click this. Once you click this, it takes you inside the Scourge. So let's run that, and then I'll break down the other pieces after. It's really quick. So we're going to click it. Boom. We're going to go in here. Hopefully we find some mobs. Here we go. Now the Scourge mobs are not the same as the mobs outside. So whatever you kill inside the Scourge is not the same as outside the Scourge. And however far you get down the path, as you can see the meter draining, it's going to take you back to where you originally spawned. Okay, now, so what that means is if any loot drops, you're going to have to go back and pick it up, take the path that you went. You'll notice that when you come in here, you're going to drop this little crucible into your inventory, okay? Once you drop this in there, it's going to have two things. The crucible, which I didn't have an item in there, but when you have an item in here, it will, if you notice, it has, at the bottom, it says 0 out of 35, 56, right? Level 22 plus corruption absorbed. It builds up over time as you kill mobs, which is similar to another league. Can't think of it off the top of my head, but it builds up over time, and then you get to transform the item. When you transform the item, it will do stuff like this, as you can see on my screen: plus 23 life, 15 reduced global defenses. So you get life and you lose something. Now, some of these buffs, you can actually get 2 buffs. Sometimes you can get 2 negates. I've also seen something where you get a buff and it basically negates the buff that you got. So it doesn't make any sense, right? Gives you lightning damage, but you get no lightning damage, which doesn't make any sense. But I guess that's how it works, because it's corrupting the item essentially. The other piece about this is while you're filling it, and when you kill mobs inside the Scourge, you will actually put XP into the Scourge bar. Okay, so the more mobs that you kill, you're going to advance this experience bar, and then you're going to be able to put points in all these different areas. Now, I'm not going to go through them, but some areas to note is you're going to want to get alternate history. That's going to make you be able to, transform unique equipment. This one's going to give you an extra crucible slot. So instead of having 1 slot, you'll have 2. You'll be able to do 2 items. Incubator, that's the one where you get the points, just like the crucible. See, I get the bar on the bottom. Incubate items is the same way, right? You're going to want the crucible slot. The dream furnace, obviously, I haven't gotten that far yet. That's going to be an additional item to probably to do some additional altering of items, which will probably be next to crucible, or maybe we'll have its own tab. So make sure you read all these. Make sure you fill out your skill tree. Make sure that when your item's ready, you click it. Similar to when you gain a level, if an item's all cooked up in here and ready to transform, you see a little piece at the bottom, or a little indicator right down here. Same thing as if you get a new skill, there'll be a little indicator right down here where my mouse is, where my mic is, right here, right in that area. Okay. So if you guys have any questions, please make sure you leave a comment on the YouTube video. Make sure you come through the YouTube, the Twitch. Follow me on Twitter at @BeatsForPresident. I appreciate everybody. Peace. All right, what time is that? Boom. 4:10:27. It's a good 5-minute video. It's a quick explanation. 4:10:27. Okay. All right, cool. We got our video done. Bang, bang. Fuck you, Cam.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We got the video shoot all done. That's all ready.